รบกวนคุณแม่ introduce yourself first.
Yes. สวัสดีค่ะ Hi, my name is Patera. I'm a parent of my son is now in grade 9 at St. Paul. So last year I was a visitor like you guys. This year I'm sitting here. Nice to meet you all.
สวัสดีค่ะ My name is Tanavan. I am a mother of a daughter in Loomis Chaffee School. She's a sophomore right now. So same situation. I was here last year trying to find a school for my daughter, and this is where I end up today. Okay, start from the first question. Why did you choose to send your child to the boarding school? So I think my daughter's name is Piney. I think it all started when Piney went to summer school. So last year, Piney went to a summer school in Andover. It was a 5-week boarding school. So from there, I think she learned like a lot. And when she came back, we saw her progress a lot in terms of like, self-motivation, in terms of self-growth, drive, and also responsibilities. She also made a group of friends that I think that up till today, they are still friends, and they're very supportive of each other, driving themselves to the way that, towards her goals. So we were late in applying, as I would say, because she knew that she wanted to go in September and everything was due in December. So I think the journey for us in applying for the school was quite rigorous, I would say. But today, we had a chance to like meet the people from the different schools today, like last year. So that was when, Piney really made her decision that, okay, I'm going to apply to these schools, and then we work towards that goal. How, yeah, okay, เป็นภาษาไทยได้
Okay. So why am I sending my kids to a boarding school, right?
Correct.
Okay. ก็จริงๆแล้ว very simple words ก็คือเราอยากเลี้ยงลูกให้เป็น global citizen. So I want to raise my kids as a global citizen. So me and my husband kind of agree upon that like today in this world, like everything is shrinking. Networking is very important. The ability to understand the different culture, the ability to adapt themselves. So that's why we pick boarding school. And our application journey was really crazy. I don't know who's crazier, but I'll tell you. My son's name is AP. So he went to Harrow International Students since he's young. Okay? And then when in year 9, so we applied for Oundle School in the UK. So he spent 2 years at Oundle. So it's quite an adjustment for him, but we kind of made it clear to him that no matter what, we want him to continue his education at the U.S. university. So after the 2 years, then we realized that AP interest was he's a very creative person. He do drama, he do music production. He also plays sports. Like that was the first time when he get introduced to rugby. And it was the experience totally changed from when he was at Harrow, which is a day school, right? A lot of Thai parents, like when we send our kids to school, we couldn't help pampering them, right? Pick them up the right timing. What do you want to eat? Anything in this whole wide world, they get it, right? So, which I don't really quite like it. So after 2 years, then it happened to be that we come to this exhibition last year, and then we're like, okay, why don't we try applying? So the decision was made like December 13. If you know, the application deadline is January 15. So literally we have 2 weeks. But who knows, right? So what I'm saying is that don't get discouraged of like, oh, I have very little time. But I mean, if sometimes having little time is a lot better, because it's like you have to force yourself to think more efficient, and then you have to work day and night just to finished all the application, all the interview and everything. It was so crazy. But yeah, in the end, we made it. And AP is now very happy at St. Paul today. Last night, he just sent a video that he play rugby. I'm sorry, American football now at the Boston College Stadium, which is like really something really big for all the kids in the US. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe give it to AP mom. How the next question? How did you choose the right school?
Well, first of all, when you walk around, right, you see there 40 something school. The question is like, how do you know which one fits for your child? First of all, you have to know your child. And by that, I'm asking you not to be biased, like, oh, I want him to be a doctor, therefore I'll choose something, academic, right? So kids these days, they're much smarter than us. But on the other hand, I also don't they're too young to make their own decision, like solely their own decision, right? So our job is to provide enough information. Okay. So we might last year what I did was scout out, right? So we picked some of the school. I totally forgot how many, but one thing, and then I figured out we have very little time. So we need a consultant, right? So I think so I go direct to consultant, any kind of consultant, right? Because they are in this industry. They understand the school. They know the school much longer than you do. And the consultant asked to interview with my son. And in the end, he gave the list of the school that would fit for his profile, right? And then, of course, we choose the school first, and later they have to choose us. So, AP did a bunch of interview, and I really like to share with you guys that an interview is kind of another way for them to actually learn what's and what's actually learn to reflect who they are, who they wanted to be by answering the question. Because then the teacher will ask, the interviewer asks, like, oh, what do you want to do? What is it that you like? And it gives them a time to reflect themselves. So my suggestion would be that to do as much as you can for that, people will say, oh, you have to pay for application fee and all that. In my opinion, it's worth it because they get the chance to meet with different people. It's like you doing a job interview. How stressful is that, right? Which is, I really like it when he gets stressed sometimes. so, so yeah. And so we apply. So first of all, know your child. Second of all, seek some consultant, someone who knows the school, someone who will be straightforward enough to understand your child and shortlisted it so that you save time. And the rest, when you get acceptance, sometimes the waiting list, sometimes it's unconditioned like acceptance. That's when the time you must visit the school and you bring your child, let him choose. That's when he own his decision. This is very important. It's like not like mom sent me there, dad sent me there, therefore I don't really care. You own it. So he has to work really hard on it.
So the next question I give it to Pinny Mom. How did you prepare your child for the boarding school application, like transition to the boarding school life? So what we did in order to prepare Piney, I think that one of the things that really helped us is Daniel. When Daniel actually, gave us some pointers about, what to expect in the first week, what to expect in the next upcoming months, how to, hold yourself, how to engage, things like that. He gave us a lot of pointers. What to look for, what kind of opportunities to do, what clubs to join, things like that. Those are very, very important things, especially, we coming from Thailand, we, coming from IGCSE background, we, coming from, going to a whole new country, boarding school. So those things are very, very important for me, I think, in helping the transition. But, otherwise, your children are going to be calling you anyways, to ask for help and things like that. But knowing firsthand that, that what to expect is very, very important. Yes, for the next question for every mom, okay. How do you stay connect with your child while they are away to boarding school?
Uh, One of the first director, like the headmaster of the school, right? So it's so funny the day when we drop them off, like the day we say goodbye and enjoy your school life. The last word the headmaster say, do contact your parents. So I saw a lot of tears, right? There was a lot of parents like, oh, it's time to say goodbye and all that. And everybody was trying to put on a brave face, like, keep cool and like, it's okay kind of thing. but I made it clear to my son, right? Said, it's a lot of hard work for the parent from us. Like we work so hard. It's not cheap to send you guys there. And we wanted to be the part of your journey. So please make sure you write home. They're not writing. I kind of knew it. It was never happened. Like, as a parent, you wish to read their writing, right? You want to read their idea. What are they thinking about? And all that. Luckily, at St. Paul, kids are allowed to use school after class, strictly after class. So if anyone see walking around with cell phone, that would be a punishment on it, which I'm really happy, very happy, because then I think the kids they spend their time efficiently and wisely, right? So they mingle, they talk, they go play sports, and they go to the library, they go to gym and all that. So we were lucky enough to have what's that word? Facebook audio and Facebook video. So we set a time every Sunday at 8 p.m. Thailand time. That's when you call. So that has been a practice since September until today, but I don't know how long will it continue. So I probably have to figure out other methods, like if such schedule disappear.
The next question is give to my mom. In what way have you noticed that your child's grow and change since they start attending their boarding school? Okay, so I already knew, from Andover, I've already noticed some change that she had after Andover. She tried a lot more things. She was more outgoing. She tried volleyball, and then she joined now she's in the team, in the Loomis team, So she's like, and academically, she gets to try new things that she liked, things that I don't think that, is available here. She likes writing. So she joined a class in writing back in Andover. And now she's still in the reason why she chose Loomis is because the writing program. So things like that. She found out that she really liked this and then she pursued it and she kept on going. Today, she's still doing it at Loomis Chaffee. So I think that, that's why it's important for children to be self-growth in some environment that, is safe for them, I think. Take them out of the, situation here, comfortable environment here at home, and then put them out there, and then they will strive and work for themselves. And then they will also take any opportunity that they can get in order to achieve that goal. I think that's one of the things that, I really feel that Piney has grown. Another thing is that she has grown a group of very supportive friends. She had friends back in Andover, which still connected to now. And she even found more supportive friends right now at Loomis Chaffee. I would think in the beginning that she would be lonely and things like that, but I don't think she's very lonely. I mean, like she calls us all regularly, but you can tell that, there's a big difference from the first week that's what up until now and how happy she is. Okay, the next question I give it to Eki mom. That will be like how that you will be advised for the parents that still considering sending their child to the boarding school.
Yeah. I think I've already mentioned it. Like if you're considering, okay, I can share my experience that as I have like both UK and US experience. So my second son is at Seven Oaks in the UK. So AP is the first one. A lot of time, I can tell the difference between the two systems, and it's really depending on how your child character is. On the US side, they're more flexible. It's not a lot of the first of all, there's no school uniform. Kids are really happy, right? But academically, my son mentioned is a lot harder. It's require a lot. And it work as the school itself work in a very supportive environment, very supportive communities. He mentioned like the first day when he go to school, the move-in day, they call it the move-in day. He has to try out the American football gear, and then he know no one there, right? And then when he walk in, and everybody was so friendly to each other, and try this on, and then what's your name? Where you come from? So friendly and supportive. And everybody say, hey, well, have a great day, guys. Have a good day. Have a good moving day. So with that sense of community and very supportive, like my son feel that it's the environment where everybody strive, everybody wants to achieve something important in their life, and they keep supporting each other. So I think that's what's different from the UK system or even here. But I'm not saying that the UK is not so supportive, but I think the culture are very different. What I'm happy about American system is that the flexibility of choosing the subject. Like for example, I don't know about other school, but at St. Paul, like if this year you feel like you want to do math, you can choose to do math like the whole year and finish the high school math in the first year and get all your grades, right? And then you have extra time, and then you look for advanced program in any area that you might be interested in, and then you can choose to take that course or not. So it's basically you you plan your study, you plan your activity, not just one year, but throughout, the years that you are at St. Paul. So with that, it's require a lot of thinking, a lot of planning, a lot of networking to understand, like to get information, how to conclude your study plan and all that. So I think the American boarding school actually promote very self-independence, and at the same times it's in the very supportive communities in which I feel that the best time in my life was when I was in high school. I went to Temudong Success. So my friend in high school was probably the best, like so far. As a friend from university is another level. So that kind of bonding, it is what I really want my son to have that too, but in a larger scale, in a global networking scale. Yeah.
All right. I think that right now we run out of the time. So yes. Thank you so much everyone. ขอบคุณมากค่ะคุณแม่ขอบคุณมากค่ะ Thank you so much.